everybody, let's do my last TBR of the year. It's December, it's the final month of the year, and I have so many books that I was supposed to have been reading all throughout this year, and for some reason I've kept it all until the very last month. So this is going to be the TBR, subtitle, Panic Reading Everything on my 2025 priority list. I didn't actually do an official TBR last month because I was focusing on the Goodreads Choice Awards ones, and it was a little bit late by the time I ended up posting any of that. So I really did miss sitting down and like going through my books, going through my TBR, telling you what I'm going to be reading this month so that you can know what types of videos are going to be coming up, that kind of thing. But I will be very honest, a lot of this list is already taken up with the many books that were on my 25 priority reads to read in 2025 list that didn't get read. And also a lot of them didn't get read because they're really long books that I'm scared of reading. So this is going to be me going through making a really difficult and challenging TBR for myself. But I do really think it's going to be filled with really amazing books, and a lot of these have been on my TBR for a really long time. I also think it's good to kind of do this type of TBR at the end of the year to kind of clear the shelves a little bit, like have a few that I've got hanging around on my list and on my shelves that have been there for a really long time before I inevitably get loads of books for Christmas, because that's my favorite thing. Obviously, I love getting books for Christmas, but that means in January I'm going to have so many new things that I'm going to be reading, and I also have already acquired quite a few new books already this month and like last month. So I need to basically clear out the cobwebs, pull some big heavy tomes down from the shelf and do some reading challenges. Because I think that's the only way I'm going to get through doing this TBR, to be honest, because some of these books are big. They are big and chunky and I'm scared. So I think the best way to start this video is for me to go through and show you my 2025 priority list and show you how badly I've done. It's not good. I didn't do a 10 before the end kind of video this month, this year, because people usually do that around like when winter and autumn kind of start. I had so many that I still had on that list, so it wouldn't have been 10 before the end. So this is my last minute panicked 10 before the end, but maybe even more than 10. It's going to be a ton of books and they're all going to be really long and I'm really scared. But maybe if you've been putting off reading a book all year and you don't want to bring that book into January with you unread, then I will challenge you as well to do the same thing as me and make December your month of finishing off stuff and of getting down that TBR that you've had hanging around for a while. And I will be doing some vlogs this month as well with this idea of trying to get through some of these longer, more challenging books. But these books always end up being some of my absolute favorites, and so I really do need to actually read them. Okay, so let's start off by me showing you my 25 priority reads in 2025. Also, for anyone wondering, I obviously did 24 last year. This year I did 25. I'm not going to do 26 for 2026 because I already failed so badly this year. There's not a chance I'm finishing this list. I'm going to try my best, but I'm not going to finish it, I don't think. So I'm not adding another book next year. Or if I do, I'm going to make the list a little bit more easy. But then again, the whole point of this list is that they're challenging reads. Anyway, let me show you the list. Okay, so I have it all on my Notion, and let me go through the whole list with you. Okay, this is my screen. I hope you can see. We have done okay. Like, it could have been worse, but these are the ones I have read, and I'll go through and do like a kind of looking deeper into this list, maybe, but that'll probably be for January, to be honest, once I've managed to like finish off this list. But this is the 25 books. I think it's 25. I hope it's 25. I haven't actually counted it in a while. The first one that I have not read and didn't get to is Shadow of the Gods. That's going to go on this list. I don't actually own this book yet, so it's going to go in my second tier of books that I'm going to try and read, because first off, I'm going to start off with the ones that are actually on my shelf already. This one I did try. I read 65% of it and I've DNF'd it. I might go back to it one day. I'm crossing it out this way instead of the other way, just because so that I know it's a DNF. It's not actually something I've finished. And then we did okay, but we did not read The Unconsoled by Kazuo Ishiguro, another one that I don't actually own. But this one is going on priority because I do already own this one. Beloved by Toni Morrison. So I'm definitely going to be picking that up at some time this month. Okay, so perhaps I will find it on my shelf behind me and we'll start building this stack. Here it is, and it's an absolutely gorgeous book as well. I really like this edition. Annoyingly, I have two Toni Morrisons in different editions, but I do like this one. I just know it's going to be really amazing and I just absolutely need to read it. I've only read one Toni Morrison before. That's the first one on the physical stack, but we'll figure out the other ones, trying to find them in the library, try and maybe buy them on my Kindle as well, especially if they're really heavy, because I don't want to be, you know, cracking all these spines and like spraining my wrist, you know. Okay, so looking back at this list, I think maybe I do own Sophie's World. I think I already do. That's another one on the list. I do own it. Okay, so this one's going on the stack as well. This is just one that I have had on my list to read for just so long. And I think it's a young adult, but it's all about philosophy too. People really like it, and I don't know much about philosophy, so even though it's like a young adult one, I think I'll probably really learn something. Let's see, is there anything else on this list that I already have? Let's go through. Okay, 2 bigger historical fictions. Let's grab them. Firstly, we have this one by Sarah Waters that I've wanted to read for ages, and I was obsessed with this cover. I still am. I love these covers, but I bought this so long ago now, and I really need to read it. So that one's also going on the stack. It's shaping up not too bad, although it's about to get worse. The other one is The Luminaries there. This one, which, oh my God. How am I gonna do this month? This is oh God, dropping it. This is a New Zealand author, I think. Yes, I could do that also for reading around the world, although I think I've already done New Zealand. Maybe I'll just present them like this so that you can see. That one's going on the stack as well. Oh my God, it's beefy. But I have to read it at some point. Why not now, you know? And like, let's just stack these up. We'll be okay, right guys? Right guys? Next up, and I think the final one I actually have on my shelf, is this one, Wolf Hall. These are authors and books that I've just said I'm going to read for so long, and I never do because they're really big and they're really scary. But I just think if I really focus on it this month and do it as a challenge, I'll be able to get to them. So let's look through what we've currently got, and also I want to show you the word counts. Also, ignore that, okay? Let me just maybe do that. Yeah, I did just have lunch and spill it on myself. Okay, now I can't do up buttons. I'm really bad at doing up buttons. I'm like a very undexterous person. Do you like my cardigan? It like matches the top. How cute's that, right? Anyway, okay, so the first one that we picked up, Beloved, definitely the lowest in terms of a page count. It's gonna be heavy. This one's gonna be a tough read because it's gonna be so heavy. This one is set in the mid 1800s, and it's set at the end, or slavery looks like it's coming to an end basically, and I think you're following maybe just one character. Oh God, even just the back. I don't want to read the back, to be honest. I already kind of have a vague notion of what this is about a little bit, and I just don't even want to know before jumping in because I'm going to get too scared. But this page count is looking like, oh, does it not have page numbers, or does it not have page numbers? Oh, it does. They're just really weird. Okay, it's 322. They're up there for some reason. 323. Not too bad. You know, it's going to be difficult for other reasons other than page count. Next one we had Sophie's World. This actually looks pretty like dense, but page count, it's coming in at 427. Already a jump up. Oh my God. This is going to be the month where I get through the big page count. Next one, Fingersmith. An absolutely gorgeous book. 548. So this is a 550er. Christ. Okay, next one. This one's potentially the longest. The Luminaries. Love this also cover and vibe. I just think it's going to be really good, but I'm just so scared. And we are at, is this still the book? Yeah, I think it is. Oh my God. Guess how many freaking pages? 828. What? It's like 4 books in one book. How am I gonna do this? But this did win. It won the Booker Prize in 2013 as well. And I do want to do something where I go and read like all the winners. Oh, Christ. Okay, and then next, Wolf Hall, which is a historical fiction. And it's set in the Tudor times as well, which for historical fiction, I think that's, you know, maybe not my preferred era. I don't actually know what my preferred era would be. What's your preferred era? If you read historical fiction, what do you think is your like era that you love to read from? Tell me in the comments. This one is 650. So we start at 300, 400, 500, 650, and then 800 and something. Oh my God, and that's only the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Christ. I'm just already regretting doing this. Why am I doing this? This is my December TBR. Anyway, the other ones on this list, Let's try and pick the easiest, nicest one. Maybe the shortest one. Okay, Cat's Cradle is another one that is on my priority list. And I have that one already waiting for me on my library. So that one's gonna be a nice, easy one. And it's also gonna be an audiobook. I am gonna try and find some of these as audiobooks because swapping between physically reading it and audio is gonna keep me going for longer. So that'll be a good thing to do. But I'm also digitally adding to this stack Cat's Cradle. And then I think I will also add The Shadow of the Gods because that one is gonna be a fantasy story. It's like an epic fantasy, but I've been in the mood. I've been feeling again doing fantasy since I did my fantasy video a couple of days ago. I feel like, you know, that might be kind of fun to do that, like get back into fantasy at the end of the year. So I'm going to do Shadow of the Gods. Also just heard it's amazing and I've not read from this author before. And then I also feel like I should put on The Unconsoled by Kazuo Ishiguro. And then I also want to put Daughter of the Forest on. I feel like this one would be really nice and a bit more chill. Is it going to be chill? Who knows? Who knows? How many is that? Let me finish writing my little list. And I need to do some research on my library and see if I can get any of these other ones on my library as well. It's not looking good on the library front, but I could definitely get, I've already got Cat's Cradle and I can get Beloved, and I might be able to get Wolf Hall, but all of the others, it's not looking good. I wish these videos had a little auto poll option, you know? I wish I could get feedback, whatever you're gonna say in comments now, I wish I could get that feedback right now, you know? That's what I need. I need you all to collectively tell me which ones to read and not to read. Also, the other thing is we have a book club book. Of course, every single month we are reading from a different country and a different book every month. And for the month of December, we are doing Russia. We are doing The Master and Margarita, which I've seen this around so much over the years, and I did not realize it was a Russian novel actually. This one sounds really, really good actually. This is my usual call out to join the book club. We hold it over on Fable and it's completely free to join. But if you want voting rights and everything else, because we vote on the country and we vote on the book, we do that over on the Patreon. So everything linked below, but join us for the month of December, where we'll be reading The Master and Margarita. And the interesting thing about this one is it's kind of a satire novel, but it was written during the Soviet era. And when it was originally published, it couldn't be published in its original form. It had to be really heavily censored. And even in the author's lifetime, I don't think it was ever managed to be published like fully uncensored. But basically this book starts with the devil arriving in Moscow with a whole cast of characters, including a giant talking cat. And I'm definitely going to buy this book as well because I really, really love loads of the different covers I've seen actually. Anyway, let me show you where we are with the TBR. So we have the book club book. These two I'm just currently in the middle of still from last month. And then these are three that I have on my library that I need to be reading before, like pretty soon, because they're going to be sent back. And then this is the first bunch of priority lists that I've got sitting next to me from my actual shelf. So these are ones I'm definitely going to prioritize starting with. But already this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 11 books already. I'm technically allowed to put on 17 books this time because I basically do it how I'm allowed to put the number of books on my TBR that I read in the previous month. And so in November, I read 17 books. So I'm allowed to put 17 books on my TBR. But, huge clarifier, a lot of that 17 was manga. And a lot of these books are about this big and tough books. So, you know, in no way am I going to get to 17 books unless I just basically only read for a month, which actually sounds kind of lovely. But I got other stuff I need to do. But maybe I should just not do other stuff and just read all the time. You know, that's kind of nice. So anyway, this top bit is 11. I've got Cat's Cradle on my library, so I'm adding that. That's definitely going to be the next one. And then there's these ones that are the other options. And this is what I need, basically, your votes to tell me which ones to do. Because I have no easy way of getting these on the library or audiobooks. Or I might find audiobooks for them, maybe. But I need to know, what do I read? Obviously, we're really heavily leaning historical fiction. So I'm tempted to do some of the fantasy ones, especially maybe, actually instead of Shadow of the Gods, I might do The Spear That Cuts Through Water because I'm really intrigued by that and I've only heard 5-star reviews, especially from people who have similar tastes to me in fantasy. So maybe I should put both of those on the list. Oh, maybe I should put all of these on the list and just say, there you go, TBR done. Even though it's going to be, what would it be with everything together? That's 12. It'll be 17 books, everything together, which I'm technically allowed to do. Wow, this is gonna be a tough month. This is not including me doing any fun, usual antics that I do, like picking a book from my TBR jar. Should we do that anyway? I mean, I'm not gonna hold myself to what we actually get, But what if we get, you know, one of the ones I've already done, like picked off? Like, what if we get Wolf Hall, you know? Then I'll feel really good about myself. Okay, let's pick this one. Oh, that's 2. Let's pick this one. Okay, so I repeat, I'm not beholding myself to this. It's just a fun one. The Book of Form and Emptiness. Another absolutely beefy one that's on my shelf. We are absolutely not doing that. I'll just pull the other one that I I'll do, what do I normally do? I do 3 or 4 pulls normally. I'm going to do 3 or 4 pulls, see if we get any of the ones I've already picked. Why, you ask? I don't know. Oh, this is just a prompt. I was like, what the hell is this book? A book by a favourite author. Do I have one already on the list? They're all new to me authors, so even though we just managed to get a prompt, we're also not doing that prompt. Although, do any of the other... Oh no, Kazuo Ishiguro. Maybe this is telling me then that I have to add the Unconsoled to the list, and then we can kind of fulfill this prompt. I think that that's kind of a nice thing to do, because also I just did that Kazuo Ishiguro video. He's going to be the next one on prompt complete, or well, not complete, but you know, hopefully. We've picked a few blue ones. Let's pick these 2. Firstly, a book published this year. I don't think any of these. Oh, Ripeness. Oh, hold on. I've also actually just realised that I do have this book physically. Oh, Ripeness by Sarah Moss, which is on my list already. This is the ARC that I got. The quote on the front says, "Ripeness, not readiness, is all. Life has no form. You don't get to choose." 22nd of May. So that one already counts. So we have officially done this prompt too. And I'm going to take these prompts out now that I've done them because I want to refresh this jar in January. Have it all new and good. How many have we done? Let's do another one because we're actually doing pretty well. No, not the blue one. We'll do this one. All right. A book with trees on the cover. Okay. Let's see if any of these have trees. That kind of looks like a tree, actually. That could so be a tree. Okay, that kind of works. Any of the others have trees? This could kind of be a tree. No, maybe not. Just plants, but not a tree. Wait, that looks like a tree. I think we've smashed that prompt as well. I think we can get rid of this prompt too. A book with trees on the cover. I am gonna just storm through these. Why not? Let's pick up this one that fell out. Okay, a book written by a male author. We're getting lots of prompts. That's definitely been covered this month too. We've got a lot of men on the old list today. All right, let's do another prompt. Let's do another prompt until I can't make it fit with my current list, and then we'll stop doing prompts. This one is a book with a great first sentence. Oh, that's fun. Now we get to read sentences. First sentence is 124 was spiteful. It's good, but it's not great. You know what I mean? Let's try this one. Sophie Amundsen was on her way home from school. I wouldn't even say that that's a good first sentence, let alone great. The 12 men congregated in the smoking room of the Crown Hotel gave the impression of a party accidentally met. Okay, that's definitely more intriguing. My favourite thus far. My name in those days was Susan Trinder. It's alright, definitely Luminary is winning for that. This one says, now get up. Okay, it's alright. This one is, yes, Edith says. Okay, my favourite is definitely this one, about the 12 men in the room. And I think that completes that prompt. So that means we pull another one. This TBR is seriously getting out of hand. I don't know what I'm even doing in this video, but I hope it's fun for you to watch. I hope it makes sense. Let's do this one. A book set in Oceania with an ocean... Yeah, wait, that does fit, because Oceania, New Zealand is Oceania, isn't it? Yeah, pretty sure it is. And she's from New Zealand too. Getting rid of that one too. Next up. A book in a series, or any of these in a series. Oh, well, I have One Piece on my TBR. That's definitely a series. Wolf Hall is also a series. So we have also completed that prompt. Next. Okay, that's just a book, How to Be a Stoic. Not reading that this month. Okay, so that means actually, I said we'd stop once I found a prompt we couldn't complete. Meaning the prompt game is over. But we did pretty well. For all these prompts we did, you know? And that means this prompt jar is definitely getting empty. Ready for a big refresh in January. If you have any fun ideas for prompts, then tell me what they are. Okay, so I think, to BH, I'm gonna put on the 2 fantasy books, Spear That Cuts Through Water and The Shadow of the Gods. And maybe, see, the thing is, I have a reason to put all of these on, because there's 3 fantasy books and I kind of want some fantasy this month. Also, White Sargasso Sea, I'm pretty sure that's not that long. I'm gonna double check. And if that's a nice short one, I want to see, I want to add that. Obviously, I want a nice easy one I can get through. By the way, White Sargasso Sea is kind of like written as a prequel to Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, which I love. And it was published in the 60s and it's basically following well, I don't want to spoil Jane Eyre for you, but there's a character in Jane Eyre and it's following basically her origin story. And the page count is only like 160 to maybe 192 pages. Do you know what I think I'm gonna do at the end of this video, which is very chaotic of me? I'm just gonna put them all on. I'm gonna put all 17 on and try my best. And also, because you never know where you're going to go in the month, you know, you never know what you're going to DNF and what you're going to want to pick up. So it's better that I have more choice at the beginning of the month rather than edit it halfway through. So I'm just going to put all 17 books on because I'm technically allowed based on my own rules, and then we'll see how many I get to. So I'm really sorry if this was a very roundabout way of getting to that fact, but these are the physical books that I'm going to be trying to be reading. Join me for this absolute terrifying challenge. I'd love to say here just a huge thank you to my Patreons. Thank you so much for always supporting me and supporting this channel. It means the world to me, and you make this the best place to be on the internet. If you are interested in the Patreon, now is a great time to join because I am actually doing 12 days of Vlogmas over on the Patreon, which has been really fun. I'm doing 12 different videos. We're going to be opening up my book advent calendar, doing fun festive things, book shopping, Christmas shopping, all sorts of stuff, and I'm going to be doing 12 different vlogs over there in the lead up to Christmas. And I have also changed around a couple of the perks recently and added in an extra special perk. If you're into tarot cards, then you should definitely check out that perk. But other than that, I would love to know, firstly, do you think I'm crazy? Do you think I'm going to be able to do it? Do you think I'm going to be able to even finish half of the books on this list? Because I don't. No, I do. I think I'll at least finish half. I don't think I'm going to finish them all though, but I want to at least get like a few of these big ones done. I think I'll just feel so accomplished about it as well, and I really want to focus on doing that. Means I'm going to have to stop playing video games and just basically read every night, which it's fine, I can do that. But yeah, follow me along for this challenging journey. And I would also love to know if you were going to join me in this challenge and read a really difficult book that you have been putting off for a long time and tell me what that book is. Or if you're not going to read it this month, tell me what that book is that's just been hanging around on your TBR for so long. Hopefully we can challenge ourselves and tackle them together. Thanks so much for watching this slightly chaotic TBR video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And also please remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and give this video a big old thumbs up, and also click the hype button if there is one down there, because I think it's a good way for getting small creators a bit more noticed, maybe. I think that's what it does. Anyway, if you want to click the hype button, it's free to do that. Just whack that button and you'll have my eternal gratitude. Also, do you like my little frame picture? You never normally see this angle. Do you enjoy it? This is my Hosier quote. Actually, Tori got me this for maybe Christmas or maybe my birthday. It says, "No grave could hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her," which is one of my favourite lines. Anyway, that's me signing off with my enormous stack of books that isn't even the half of it. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon. Bye!